Joining us right now is Frank Siller, who is the chairman of the Stephen Siller FDNY Children's Foundation and the organizer of this Sunday's Tunnel to Towers run. I believe I'll be there with the mayor. And his website is tunneltotowersrun.org. Frank, welcome.
Good morning. Thank you.
Now, did you always know your brother was such an incredible cat?
Yeah, he was, and 9 years ago we had a big loss. 9/11 just passed a few days ago, but 9 years ago he was on his way home to play golf with myself and my two other brothers, and we were so looking forward to it. It was a beautiful day out, and life changed forever in many ways in America, that's for sure. And instead of him playing golf, he turned his car around, went back to his firehouse, got his gear, and ran through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel to get to the Twin Towers, where he gave up his life. So we're very proud of him. And now we retrace his footsteps every year. We have this year we're expecting anywhere from 25 to 30,000 people joining us. And none more important than you, Dennis, and I thank you so much for joining us this year.
I would say it's one of those beautiful events where the strength of the event is every single participant there is equally important. And
I agree with you. I agree with you. And this year again we have the former mayor who is actually our chairperson for the Tunnel to Towers run, Rudy Giuliani, will be there, and actor John Turturro. And I don't know if you know the Country Western. I'm sure you know it. Montgomery Gentry. They're a great band.
Oh, great. Yeah. Well, you know why Rudy's the chair? Because he does the entire thing being pushed in a chair by an underling.
Well,
I'm kidding.
It wouldn't be so bad, right, to do it. Yeah, he's great. He's helped us all along with our foundation and stuff. So he's
yeah, Rudy's a mensch, man. Well, listen, it's like one of those. You always hear those heroic stories about the kid Phidippides who ran from Marathon to Athens to tell them victory had been achieved, and this even, he was running from something, this cat running to it. When did you first see in your brother Stephen that he was a man for the ages, man? Did he exhibit it as a young boy, or?
Yes, he did. Well, the story of Stephen is that by the time he was 10 years old, our parents had passed away. And he's the youngest of seven. He's his oldest brother, my brother Russ, was 25 years older than him when he was born, and I was the closest in age, and I was 14 years older than him. So they had 6 older siblings, and after my parents passed away, we raised him. And he turned into this, he had all the excuses in the world to have a defeatist attitude and woe is me, and he was such the opposite. He always wanted to serve the community. That's why he became a firefighter. He loved being around his friends. So we saw early on in him this greatness in a very simple way.
Right.
And you never know, when you're going to get called upon. I'm sure he was coming home to play golf. He didn't know he was going to end up being a hero that day. And so it didn't surprise us as a family that he did turn his car around, go back and get his gear and run through the tunnel. So, but a great loss. But since then, we've been doing some great things in his honor.
Listen, greatness always displays itself in the simplest terms, I believe. That's how you can isolate it. That's how the world can isolate it as greatness. When a cat loads up with that equipment, I don't know what you're dealing with at that point, but it's got to be 50 to 70 pounds.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
You start running it towards the in the history of this country 3 miles away. You've been, well, like I said, you were preordained to be a man for the ages. I'm sorry you lost your brother, baby, but God, what an amazing legacy the cat has left, right?
Yeah, he really has, and he's inspired many people. We have every state represented with firefighters coming. We have firefighters from all around the world. We have about 4,000 or 5,000 military personnel running this year. 1,200 West Point cadets will be lining the streets for our wounded warriors. We have a special start just for the wounded warriors and all our heroes that gave up so much for us since 9/11. That's why our foundation focuses a lot, like you do, on USA Cares, on our men and women in uniform to make sure that we take care of them. And then after the run is over, we have a great celebration of their lives, because my brother loved to party.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to make sure that we're not sitting around and feeling sorry for
being morose all day. So there will be some. Well, we'll have a good day. I'll be down there with Rudy. Here's what my job is. I run for Rudy's Frappuccinos. So you can't believe the day I put in, my man. Hey, listen, brother, I'm flattered you would have me down there. The event is this Sunday, September 26th. What time do we get there?
Well, the run starts at 9:30, but if you, like you said, you go to tunneltotowersrun.org. It gives you all the information. You can register online. You can make a donation online if you can't join us, or you can watch it on CBS. It's run at 11 o'clock on CBS. So it's quite a day, and I just thank you, and God bless you for joining us.
Frankie, I can't wait to see you, and I'll mention Stevie in my prayers today. God bless you, brother.
Thank you.
Later, Gator. Frank Siller. Should be a fun weekend because we'll do the right thing, and then afterwards, the Irish know. Is he Irish? Is Siller Irish?
Sounds
Irish.
like it, yeah.
Yeah, they know how to strap them on. So
I'd also like to add that our friend from the message board, Dick from Brooklyn, he's raising money and he's running in it. He's already raised over $1,000 thanks to listeners to our show.
Oh, that's nice.
And anybody interested, it's tinyurl.com/rundmz.
Anyway, I just wanted to echo what you were saying about Stephen Siller. We were in the same probationary fireman class back. I'm a retired fireman from the city.
Oh, so thanks for your service, baby. What was he like? Do you remember a good cat?
I'm sorry. Yeah, he was wonderful. I don't want to give away too much, but we in our probie class, I was like one of the oldest probationary firemen in the class.
Uh-huh.
And I had I had a little bit of trouble keeping up with the younger fellas, especially with the running. I wasn't a good runner. I'm still not a good runner.
Yeah, but
anyway, Steve, he was obviously was a good runner, and he gave me a lot of encouragement while I was in school there. Gave me a lot of help and really stand-up guy, and was always egging me to do the best I could.
Well, here's the thing about firemen, baby. They never run from nothing. So they got to point you at something to up your speed. That's all you got to do with a fireman is say, okay, somebody's in trouble over here, now run. And all of a sudden, it's like Jerry Rice. He didn't time well at the combine, but he had good game speed.
Absolutely. Well, I got to say that I might have very well washed out if it not been for his encouragement. So.
Well, we'll be down there honoring him this Sunday. Thanks for the call, Bobby in New York, and thank you for your service.